My grandmother on my dad's side started 4-H, and her and my grandpa were both in 4-H in the late 40s, and then my dad started. My mother was also in it, and then just kind of transitioned into a family tradition. My brother was in it, and I just kind of grew up in the program and started loving it from the day I was born. I did my first talk whenever I was 5, and it was on how to set a table. And I remember like getting up there, you know, having my little place set, and having many people afterwards like, oh, you're gonna set my table for me? You're gonna set my table for me? So that was a fun memory, and every year I just developed my project. I did lots of crafts at the fair, and I took dance lessons a lot, so you know, that just tied in with it. But then a few years ago I changed it to leadership, and that's what I've been doing for a good 5 years.
I look back at all the leadership positions that she's had, and it wasn't about winning. It was actually about serving. So she has a servant leadership attitude about her. And as she was a 4-H president, she came to me and said, you know what, I'm going to have a lot of speaking engagements to go to. And she didn't want one 4-H speech to take everywhere. She wanted to have speeches that were directly for that audience. And so she developed 2 or 3 speeches that she was able to use at different events. And so I think that it's not just about leading and checking off the list, but it's really putting your heart into it.
I was selected to go on to the national conference in DC, and that was such a big honor to represent Arkansas. I also received Hall of Fame last year. You know, growing up in the 4-H Center, you see all the wall of all the pictures, and that was always like one of my biggest goals. Because like, I'm going to be on that wall one day, and so getting that was like such a reward.
My most vivid memory is her being the 4-H president in our club. During that time, as a main leader and a co-leader in the club, I just saw Janee blossom, basically, as a leader, as a mentor to younger 4-Hers. I just saw her develop into a young woman, and it was very, very inspiring to me.
.4-H has definitely prepared me for college.
You get the green seeds.
It's gotten me ready for the classes. I know what to expect, and it helps me with time management and being responsible and being on top of my work, knowing I can have a heavy load but still balance my social life with my school. Being involved with the faculty, because coming here, that they recognize my face from all the 4-H events they've attended. I'm majoring in food science, and 4-H has helped me just explore my options of what I have. Whenever I was in 4-H, I explored all different kind of career paths, and I don't really know exactly what my end goal, what I want to do when I graduate, but maybe it's going back into extension and giving back to the program that has given me so much.